Hi, so I wanted to talk a little bit more about emotions and mood. So what's the difference between an emotion and a mood? Well, really, it's about how long it lasts. If you think about an emotion is something that you're going along in your life, something happens, you have an emotional reaction, and then the emotion dissipates. If you think about a mood, well, you're going along in your life, something happens, the emotion shows up, and then you maintain the mood. I'd like to suggest to you that emotions are really helpful. They're really helpful to get that information. But moods are not so helpful. What I'd like to suggest is that we would like to have as many emotions as we can because it's all information about my life. But I don't want to be trapped in a mood. If I think about a saint or someone who's more enlightened, or the Dalai Lama or like that, I think about those people as having emotions. But I don't think about those folks as having moods. I have friends, and I'm sure you do, who have moods where they're blue, or they're grumpy and resentful, or they're anxious, or they're down on themselves, or like that. Those kinds of moods, they're not helpful. So, if you would like to have more emotions and fewer moods, then listen a little further. Okay, so what do we actually do to make an emotion turn into a mood? Well, if you study yourself, if you really think about it, what we tend to do is we think about the thing that caused us to have the emotion in the first place. Let's say that I want to be resentful about my wife. Well, what I do is I think about something that made me a little grumpy. So the mood is grumpiness, anger, okay? And then I think about that. I continue thinking about it. I dwell on it. I obsess about it. I rehearse the conversation. I do all of that kind of stuff. And it's like I continue, oh, grumpy. And then I go, oh, I rehearse it and grumpy again. Oh, and then I rehearse it and grumpy again. Well, why would I do that? It doesn't improve my life. So I want to just suggest to you that emotions, oh, well, I want to notice that I'm grumpy with my wife. I want to notice, oh, there's some need or preference that's not getting met there, and what should I do about that? I want to notice that. But there's no benefit for me, and certainly not for her, if I just continue, kind of holding on to that grudge. There's a saying that resentment is like taking poison and hoping the other person dies. Well, a mood is like that. It's like you're poisoning yourself by continuing to have whatever mood this is by repetitive thinking about the thing that got you upset in the first place. So my suggestion to you is you recognize that it might be a deeply ingrained habit. You might be doing that on autopilot. So, if so, recognize, oh, sometimes I get into moods, I certainly do, but recognize that moods are not useful. The emotion is useful, the information is useful, but hanging out in the mood is just a repetitive habit. Instead, go back to the thing that really got you upset in the first place and inquire with yourself. Well, gosh, what is the need or preference that wasn't getting met there, and what can I do about that?
Thanks very much for watching. Have a great day.